Lobbycast. I like that.
We're recording in a van down by the river.
I will probably edit that out.
Yeah, well, with the constant have fun.
Quote Brad Pitt, what is in the box?
Am I the only one that's impressed that Brendan Fraser still gets work?
In the intro?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. Yes. Yes, indeed. I guess I should tell him that, though, huh?
Yeah,
You're going to go with this with the things above your head, aren't you?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Hey, if you're good with it,
him.
if you're good with it, I'm good with it.
Good luck for you.
Good evening. Welcome. This is episode 343 of the PGL Lobbycast. That's 343, much like the game studios, only slightly less popular and definitely less lucrative. But hey, good evening. Today is Thursday, 17 September 2015. Your illustrious hosts for the evening are myself, Will, my good friend Geoff, and of course my lovely wife, Erin. For those of you tuning in live, Geoff was playing with some camera settings in an effort to get us back to widescreen, has given up and is now going with the cartoon Inger symbols. So hopefully y'all are getting that on your side, because
that's my frustration with not being able to
go
put it
widescreen.
back into widescreen. Yeah.
So hopefully y'all are getting that live. It's certainly entertaining on my side.
It was over Aaron's head.
Yes, now it's flitted over to you.
Now it is mine. It belongs to me.
We'll see if it winds up over
phone.
my head at some point here. But welcome to the show. We have some news. We have some stuff.
A little bit of news.
And then we have some watches. So why don't we start with the news?
Erin?
Well, for all the Whovians out there, I guess you probably may have heard they are finally confirming that Jenna Coleman is in fact leaving Doctor Who at the end of this season. There's been, as we've discussed, my husband and I discussed actually, which doesn't mean jack all to you guys, so I don't know why I brought it up. But in the past, there's been some debate about whether or not she was going to be staying. In fact, there were noises that she was going to leave before the last series.
Correct.
Turns out that those were actually also accurate rumors. She almost didn't do the last series and then changed her mind again at the last minute. So they wrote her back into the show. They had two different, I guess, things going on where they, okay, we can go with this or go with this. But this time she is leaving. She was cast as the lead, Queen Victoria, in an ITV series.
Sorry,
You're having fun with your exclamation points.
Yeah.
He says he doesn't like him, but he kind of does.
He likes him.
He likes him just a little bit.
So, so the end of this season with Peter Capaldi still is the 13th Doctor?
Doctor, yeah.
And 13th Doctor.
Even
Jenna Coleman will be moving on. Yeah.
Yes, so it'll be interesting to see who the Doctor gets for his next companion.
I vote for another fiery redhead.
As do I.
I like fiery redheads.
As do I.
Indeed.
Is that who? Is Jenna Coleman a fiery redhead?
She's a brunette.
She's a fiery brunette.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yes, but he has had fiery brunette. The Amy Pond and Donna, two of my favorite companions, actually. So maybe another redhead is in the future. We can hope.
Indeed. Cool.
All right. What else do we have for news?
So much stuff. Forza, the Forza, I guess, universe on Xbox One is now up to 7 million users.
Wow.
So that's Forza Horizon 2 and Forza 5. And this article came out just before Forza 6 came out.
Okay.
Forza 6 just came out 2 days ago.
So that is a whole lot of people that like driving in small circles.
That's it.
Yeah, and I'll get to that later. But this is that's a pretty significant amount of.
It's a good chunk of fan base.
Yeah, for sure.
I give them props on that. Like I said, it's a whole lot of driving in circles. So
love it when they go left, and then when they go left again.
and then left.
Well, Forza is actually
and then more left. Is it less left?
No, they're driving tracks.
Oh, okay. So it's not like NASCAR.
Through countryside and all that kind of stuff. It's not NASCAR.
That's
NASCAR
something.
is driving left.
Yes.
Yes.
All of Forza is involved in like varying tracks
I see.
and stuff like
I
that.
see. So there's skill
Well, there's more turning.
Okay.
And less tire wear in one specific area.
I noticed you didn't confirm that constitutes skill.
It's fine.
I'm sure it'll
Just
all work out.
In other Xbox news, because if people who are not aware, Forza is a Microsoft property.
Correct.
So it's only on Microsoft consoles. If you're part of the preview program, which I think you are,
We are.
okay. Well, this will be a little tutorial for you. If you're wanting to get involved or get the new dashboard early, you do have to do an extra step. You need to go in to the preview guide, go over to registration, and change your setting from Xbox dashboard experience. And then you will be considered for getting the thing early. But it will go to people who are a lot more active in the preview program than perhaps you or myself.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Because I don't really do a lot of bug reports or the little surveys that you do for a preview program. I don't do any of that. So I will be one of the last people to get the new dashboard early.
Yes.
Before wide release.
Yes. And for those of you keeping track at home, the new Xbox experience is destined to drop in November.
Yep.
And it is supposed to include
15th, right?
November 15th. It's supposed to include the little wee baby Xbox 360 inside the Xbox One, so that now all of a sudden you can start putting your 360 discs into the tray and it will start downloading those 360 titles. Additionally, Microsoft Edge, the new browser that was bundled with Windows 10, is going to be the new browser for the Xbox One, so that we can finally bid a fond farewell to old Internet Explorer.
Right. And the Windows 10 kernel is going to completely replace the operating system on the Xbox.
On the One, correct. Additionally, with that, it's supposed to be able to get wireless mouse support. I think that will work through a dongle. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work.
Sure.
I hadn't heard that part.
Yep. So
it's getting a lot of
stuff.
A lot of stuff, and it's going to be reportedly about 50% faster. Navigating around, and so that's a huge deal.
Yeah, it is.
Making some improvements to the store interface, for example. Being able to search for titles instead of having to go to Bing to search for titles, which has been already found because of this.
So and along with that, it's DirectX 12 integration, and I think Cortana integration too.
Cortana voice and search integration.
Yeah,
nice.
So it's gonna be one of those big changes, and we definitely saw it on the original Xbox. Do you remember before we got Blades, what navigation of that system was like?
It was a bit rough.
Yeah. And the blades were really nice.
I'd managed to block that out, I think, until you brought that up just now.
Yeah. Once blades were a big change on that one, and also the 360 went through several interface updates, and what they've said is that doesn't even really compare to how big of a change this is for Xbox One. So looking forward to it. I love it as it is. Sure. But Microsoft is so good at improving their hardware through software that I'm just really excited to see it in action. So all right, past that.
What else you got?
A little bit of movie news. Or no, this is television news. Shooter was one of the TV shows or movies that we saw that was coming to TV, to the small screen as a series, and Ryan Felipe is going to be the main character.
Okay.
And Omar Epps just got signed on as well, so he's probably FBI guy. So
I like Omar.
Yeah. I don't want to see anyone but Rona Mitra play Rona Mitra, though.
Yeah, and I wouldn't mind seeing Kate Mara play the part of Kate Mara. So,
Oh yeah.
I'm not too
Let's
picky.
just go ahead and keep those two.
You know, really, if they even want to bring back whichever one of the boy band Wahlbergs it was.
It was Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg? I can't even remember right now.
He was the big one.
Yeah, if they want to bring Mark Wahlberg back, that'd be fun too.
Yeah, that's
I enjoyed
who Ryan Felipe is playing.
Okay.
So.
All right.
And I've liked him before.
Yeah.
I really liked
absolutely.
him in Way of the Gun.
I don't
Thought that was
think
a very underrated movie.
Yeah.
Can't say I've seen that one. I liked him
It's worth picking up. It's,
back in the day in Cruel Intentions, honestly. I thought
Okay.
that was...
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Remember that? Yeah.
With a little Sarah.
Yeah, with a little, Buffy fangirl thing there for me, with Sarah Michelle Gellar who playing a very, very bad person.
Yes.
Very bad person in that movie.
Yes.
I'm trying
Bad
to
people
think
all around.
if as Ryan Felipe and Benicio del Toro in Way of the Gun. I'll have to-
I've not
that
seen it.
sounds correct, but I haven't seen the movie. Hey, speaking of small film, small screen, not small film.
Yeah, I think I know where this is going.
You know where I'm going. Much, very happiness, hooray. Ash versus the Evil Dead.
Oh, yeah.
Coming to AMC, is it, or FX?
Stars.
I was totally off the bar there. Oh, see, and now I get the little exclamation.
And now he's
points.
got the little things above his head.
It's my angry face. It's as good as it gets. But hey, Ash versus the Evil Dead is coming to the small screen on Stars.
On Halloween.
On Halloween is the premiere, and I got to tell you, just from the trailers alone, it looks fantastic.
It looks awesome.
It could be an absolute terrible show, and I'm still going
I
to
don't
watch
care.
every single episode.
You don't care because
care.
Lucy Lawless is going to be
I don't
in
care if
it,
it's
so
bad.
you're going to be tuning in.
Oh yeah, I'll be all right.
Lucy Lawless, Bruce Campbell. It is, in fact,
No, I
isn't
like
it
Bruce Campbell.
being directed by the Raimis?
I haven't looked it up. I don't know for sure if the Raimis are involved.
Yeah, I got them now.
Yeah.
It's all
Another
me.
Wills.
Soon, eventually, they'll go back to you.
I'll get them back. But yeah, if you haven't seen the trailers, please
Go find them. YouTube. Ash versus the Evil
YouTube,
Dead.
Ash versus the Evil Dead, Hail of the King, baby. It's good. I'm hoping it's going to be awesome.
Oh yeah, it'll be great.
Give me some sugar.
I have confirmed that it is Ryan Felipe, Benicio del Toro, Juliette Lewis, James Caan, Taye Diggs, Sarah Silverman, and Nikki Cat, who I don't.
Wow. But
But-
heck of a cast.
Yeah, it's a good cat. It's
Yeah,
a
it
good
is.
movie. It's one that most people did not see.
Yes, I can vouch for that.
Yeah, and another. It reminds me of the same kind of thing. Running Scared with Paul Walker.
Okay.
So
Oh, that was a good
yeah.
film, though.
Yeah,
that one I saw.
that I really liked that nobody saw. Well, I'm glad that you saw
I
it.
did
Yeah,
too.
he did.
In fact, I think we still have it.
Good.
It was a good film, solid film. Let's see, what else we got? Something restaurant, something Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
Nobody looks
they're opening
impressed.
an Indiana Jones bar and restaurant in Disney World
Aha.
Disney World.
next month. So,
Disney
oh
World.
no, this month,
Disney World.
next week. I'm trying to remember back reading the article, and I think the date that I saw was September 22nd. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, next time you're in the Orlando area and you decide to drop a couple $100 to go see Disney World, and you feel like dropping a couple $100 more to go to an Indiana Jones themed restaurant and bar, go. Let us know. Take photos.
Send him in.
Crack a whip. Wear a fedora. Do fun stuff.
Yeah.
Dodge
The-
boulders.
I'm sure they're tying it in with the ride because despite the fact that ride went in a long time ago, that it is still one of the most popular ones consistently in the park. And I've not been on it. That's not my bag, but my brother and sister always, and it is not my bag, baby. I always love that one, and most people do. And it was really cutting edge for the time and still holds up well today. So maybe that's what they're tying it into.
Or maybe they're hopeful that everybody will forget about Kingdom of Crystal Skull.
That's possible too.
Because, wow, it's terrible.
As long as they can just, make no references to refrigerators and atomic explosions, we should be okay.
Yes.
We should be okay. India's resilient. He'll get past it. He'll get past
yeah, I
it.
still haven't seen Crystal Skulls.
It's okay.
Don't do that to yourself. Speaking of refrigerators and nuclear explosions, Fallout 4 has another special trailer that was released this week. This one is for Perception.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
I know. It's
Nuts!
awesome. For those of you that have no idea what I'm talking about, Bethesda is releasing a series of cartoon shorts based on the special, which is your physical, mental characteristics and attributes.
We did discuss this a bit last week.
Yes. So the first thing they did was obviously strength.
Right.
And this week's release was for perception.
Next week's will be endurance.
Most likely.
And then
Charisma.
Mhm.
And then intelligence, agility, and luck. Outstanding. Also, if my math is somewhat close to good, which I make no promises or guarantees here, and I blame grade school entirely for this.
that'll probably take us right up to release of the game.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, we're
Check that
also
out.
very much looking forward to.
Yes, we are.
A fun tidbit, apparently with Gamescom, one of the recent conferences that came out, some Gamescom Bethesda Fallout 4 goodness was inadvertently leaked to the internet.
This is
And one Bethesda put the ban hammer down on virtually every website that was carrying it except for one.
Except
For Pornhub. So I'm not sure if it's still up on Pornhub. That's not one of those destinations of the internet I frequent. But
Why not?
because that's what Imger's for.
Okay.
I get mine the old-fashioned way. That's in looping GIF format at about 5 seconds apiece. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Yes, moving on. But hey, there is new footage out there. Saw a little bit of Concord in one of the more recent trailers that
Yes,
have updated. Some badness with a Deathclaw and some badness with some power armor.
Oh.
And really, I'm just excited for this game. I've got a warm, fuzzy feeling that I'm sure might be radiation related.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Somebody was over at the house the other day, and he hadn't ever seen Elder Scrolls Online, and he was talking about how much he liked Oblivion and Skyrim. I
Sure.
was like, "Has anybody ever told you about Fallout?" He's like, "I've
Are
never
you
played the
aware?
Fallout games." I'm like,
Oh.
oh my god.
Sit down.
Oh.
Here's a controller. Let me go get you a urinal because you're not going to want to get up off the couch. And I'm
Yeah.
fond of this couch.
Well, he was visiting one of the lady folk.
No,
So,
But good for you for setting him in the right direction.
well done. Well done.
yeah, I was like, if you like this world, I'm telling you about 1950s post-apocalyptic wasteland
Boom.
because
Yeah.
it is so
So
great.
nice.
It is. It is
So
fantastic.
sweet.
There-
I'm
and
excited.
I love the Elder Scrolls world,
Mhm.
but it
We all do.
really pales
Let's
in
emphasize
comparison
that.
to my love for the Fallout setting.
The other fun
And I love the
tidbit.
music.
The other fun tidbit I picked up this week was something 150,000 lines of dialogue recorded for Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Which surpasses almost by 100% anything they did for Fallout 3
Yeah,
and Fallout New Vegas.
yeah. I may be.
And Skyrim by like almost 150%.
It's amazing.
Yeah, Skyrim was like 45,000.
45, yeah.
I remember us doing the
Yeah.
story on that, which was a long time ago.
Yes, it was.
indeed. Right.
Yeah,
Sorry, we had to take a moment there to just
Fallout.
I'm wondering how
gonna
long
happen.
it'll take
We're gonna
me
talk about
before
it
I
later.
fall into that pattern that I have of skipping past the dialogue in conversations. Because I do that a lot. Because I read it faster than I'm listening to it, but I'm like, I feel like I should really
Slow yourself down.
myself down and
Pace yourself.
appreciate the telling of the story
Yes.
as
Which
it was
is
meant to be told.
true. You know,
It's
and
not reading it. It's
listening to them
It's
do
listening
it
to
because
it.
they have never ever skimped on good voice actors on those. In fact, Will and I were just talking about how much we love, as we discussed again last week. I'm kind of dipping into New Vegas again, kind of to get myself warmed up for October. And
Should finish that game.
you should. It's
Such a good
amazing.
Finish that game.
But the voice acting really is phenomenal. We were discussing the Cass character in particular, and the way she delivers some really spectacular lines, which owing to our current rating, I cannot repeat on the air. But she's an amazing character that does amazing things, and they all do.
Yeah.
They put
Yeah.
a lot into their voice talent. It's good.
yeah.
I dig it.
So I'm looking forward to that. I think that's about it for news. Let's go ahead and get into the weekly watches.
Yay.
Yay!
Erin, what you been listening to?
I've been listening to The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, apparently. Y'all are picking that up in the background.
Yep.
It's sorry about that. My phone is all the way in the back half of the house, and apparently my volume is up. So if you're catching Good, Bad, the
Wow.
Ugly, I
That's
apologize.
impressive.
Isn't it though?
It's got some speakers.
Yep.
We're several rooms away from where your phone is.
And we were hearing it loud and clear.
Yeah.
So it was impressive.
And we're going to continue hearing it.
No, it's good. It's over
It'll be fine. It'll be our theme music.
for the show.
Nice.
Was not a huge amount of pointed listening. A lot of shuffle all. Oh, Jeff gone back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There they are.
They've been yours for a bit. Shake your fist harder, boy. There you go.
There you go.
That's some good radio.
Yep.
Some Jen Wigmore, I think, in preparation for Lady Gaga joining the cast of American Horror Story Hotel. I went and revisited some Lady Gaga albums.
Yes, you managed to get paparazzi stuck in my head for about 8 hours. So
Nice.
I'm here for
Solid.
yes, good job.
you. And a little bit of Fallout Boy. Those have been kind of the things that I actually sought out that weren't shuffle all. There's not a lot of activity there this week.
There you
How about you boys?
Wilhelm, what you listening to?
go. Mostly shuffle all. Heavy emphasis on Tool, 9 Inch Nails, Wax Taylor, Black Keys, Wu-Tang, Ludacris. Ludacris has been popping up a lot of my playlist. So, yeah, it is what it is.
Oh, that's
There you go.
awesome. I think Erin and I had a recent discussion about
That's
the music that pops up on yours.
no, actually, it was
How we have moments where something will pop up in mine and I'll say "Damn you, Will," and sometimes you'll be listening to music and you'll say "Damn you, Jeff."
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because we have intermingled we have a lot of overlap.
yeah.
We had a lot of
music
overlap
taste.
to begin with,
Yeah.
and then we intermingled our musical
Yeah, and
interests.
then every now and then something Italian pops up in my playlist. I'm like, what? Is this from a musical? What the hell is this?
The Italian or the French? That's definitely my fault.
Yeah.
Although I can't remember, was it Poxy Braggarts? Who did We Wear No Pants? That was a fantastic little trip into YouTube.
Oh my lord! Yeah, that was
We Wear No
amazing.
Pants.
Nice.
English, Italian, German. It was entertaining.
Look it up if you haven't.
Okay.
So that's me. What about you?
Well, mostly shuffle all. I did get some podcast listening done. Listened to an episode of Major Nelson Radio, and they talked a lot about stuff coming to the NXE, or with the NXE update. Radio Free Burrito with Will Wheaton,
Wheaton?
and also an episode of the Nerdist podcast, which was great. And I don't remember which convention it was from. I think it was from San Diego Comic-Con, so it's not like an immediately recent episode. But Ben Kingsley was on there, and it was
Nice.
pretty awesome. It was a pretty good interview. It was about a half an hour of Sir Ben Kingsley being interviewed by
Excellent.
Chris Hardwick, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
Speaking of Sir Ben Kingsley,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
the trailer recently dropped for Walt Disney production, The Jungle Book,
Oh,
Yes, I saw that.
which has Ben Kingsley as one of the voice actors.
Mm-hmm.
see Shere Khan.
As one of the voice actors.
Yeah.
It was quite the cast. I can't
Bill
remember.
Murray plays
Bill Murray.
Baloo.
Yes,
Mm.
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray as Baloo.
Sometime spring 2016, you'll be able to listen for your favorite.
It is a live action Jungle
Yeah.
Book, and
Fantastic.
Yeah, it
if
does.
the animals have voice acted, that means we're probably going to get Bill Murray singing Bare Necessities.
Yes.
Which,
It's
know,
worth the price of admission.
yes,
Right
it
there.
alone. We need that.
Yeah.
We need that in our lives.
By Gore Vidal, who did, is that, I probably
No,
whoever
no,
did
sorry.
the Black, Curse of the Black Pearl, the first.
Yeah.
Right.
Among other things.
Among other things.
All right.
And then let's see. Oh, I did start an episode of Gamertag Radio, but I haven't gotten very far
Okay.
into it.
Cool.
All right.
I'm apparently popular.
You are.
You are
Good
so
for you.
popular. Is that your texting or your phone call?
That's
Phone.
the phone.
That's phone.
Okay, I'll start calling you.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and get into what you're watching. Erin?
This is going to be brave, not because I haven't been keeping up on my watching this week, but frankly, a lot of what I have been watching, I need Brick here to discuss it, because these two heathens are just not going to really be able to participate. So,
It's
not,
only because I'm
not your
never
fault.
here.
And it's very true. You know, if Will was here more, and it would be a different story. A lot of I dove headfirst into some Rocky Horror Show revival stuff on the internet. Again, doing the Buffy fangirl thing, and yeah, I got him back.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
you just can't look at them.
Oh, they're shy.
They are shy.
Poor little things.
You gotta fix your
Yeah, well, we'll work on it. We'll work on it. Watched, and there's another movie that I watched, and I will bring them up at a future date. But
Okay.
other than that, again, like the Ash versus the Evil Dead previews, and some, again, the San Diego Comic-Con had a great conference with Bruce Campbell and Lucy Lawless talking about the new show.
Awesome.
Yes, and the clips are out there if you would like them. They're there for you to look up. If you're into British comedy, I've been watching Bottom, revisiting that since we're around the year anniversary of losing Rick Mayall, one of the actors that was in there who died rather suddenly last year at the rather young age of 56, which was kind of a loss for all of us, I think. So, and then of course, hitting the usual Buffy and Angel notes. So,
Cool.
all right, to be continued later, gentlemen.
Wilhelm.
The most I've been able to get done this week was an episode of Face Off, an episode of Lieutenant Joe Kenda.
Yes, this is true. I did watch those as well.
You watched those with me.
Mm-hmm.
We watched Big Hero 6.
Yes, we did.
I've seen most of that.
Yeah, it was good.
It was
Yeah.
fun.
It was an entertaining little animated feature.
Mhm.
So, with a couple of really fun ones.
Yes. And
Just
some
reminds me
previews.
how much I'm looking forward to Incredibles 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we've been looking forward to that for a long
Yep.
time.
Yes. I would rather they have done Incredibles 2, possibly even 3, 4, and 5, as
Yeah.
opposed to anything further with cars or planes.
Right.
True
But
story.
again, I'm not 6, so don't hold my opinions as what everybody else
Right.
Exactly.
wants.
Okay, this is not very professional. I'm sorry. We saw a preview for a movie that looks scary as heck, and
I was going to go with ET double hockey sticks.
Wow.
were you?
Yes.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's the
Ooh.
censorship thing. Self-censorship is the best censorship, or so they say. Yes. What was it called? It was called...
If only there was a device I could look this up on real quick.
It looks like it's... Here's the setting. It appears to be Puritan times. I want to say in England, possibly early colonial America. This is... And I've got the things back. This is basically a horror film about a family that moves out into the wild and encounters what appears to be a witch. A bona fide witch.
Does she have a carrot as a nose?
No, but
A long pointy nose?
freaky stuff in this trailer. It was really, honest to goodness, a really good trailer.
Cool.
Looks creepy as hell. And I'm stalling for time while my beautiful wife searches the Google interwebs.
The Colony?
because
Nope, that's an old one.
We're having a really hard time figuring out the name of it.
Who's in
Darn
it?
Nobody that I
Nobody
recognize.
that we know. It appears to be either an independent or an international.
How did you come across this trailer?
YouTube.
I'm
Coming
sorry.
movie
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm
titles.
sorry.
Okay.
I want to say it was like The Witchin', and the spelling of the title looks like VVITCHEN, but I don't think that's
Yeah.
correct.
Perhaps we'll get back with you on that next
Yeah,
week
we'll-
because this is not
Okay.
good radio. Sorry,
We-
folks.
We did spend a lot of time browsing the YouTube upcoming movie trailers.
Mm.
I gotta say, I'm very excited for 3 years from now when this finally hits Netflix, assuming that it takes that long.
I was going to say that was giving it a really generous head start there.
Very kind. But if you're curious, you can look this one up on YouTube right now. It is with no shame. Navy SEALs versus zombies.
Ooh, Navy SEAls.
And zombies.
Wow.
You all know my predilection for terrible Netflix films, so I can't wait.
Yeah. Wow. All right, dude.
Yeah, I have absolutely zero taste. I don't know why you keep inviting me back.
We also were really entertained. And I'll be honest with you guys right now, I'm kind of over the whole zombie thing. I have been for a while, but there's another preview that we saw for a movie called Cooties with Rainn Wilson.
Yes, this one looks good.
Wow. It looks funny as HE double hockey sticks.
Wow.
Rainn Wilson and Frodo.
And Frodo, yes, and Elijah Wood.
So it's probably more in the vein of.
Pure comedy horror.
Yeah,
Okay.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
They're not taking themselves seriously.
Okay, that's good. Glad to hear it.
Urban Jedi.
Urban Jedi. Okay.
I'm going to try and find this film title because it's going to bug me now.
All right.
So what have you been watching?
Well, I watched the season premiere of Best Time Ever with Neil Patrick Harris.
How was it?
Wow, that was weird. It's like part game show, part variety show, part America's Funniest Videos, part pranked or whatever. You know, it is quite the extravaganza, and it's part game show too because they gave away a ton of stuff, like a car and trips to other countries and tons of money and. Yeah,
they probably had to go big for their first show.
Yeah.
It was.
How was it?
It was absolutely. Well, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Okay.
But I don't know how sustainable it would be as a series.
Yeah, okay.
Watch it and you'll understand. And there's a little bit of American Gladiator type stuff in there too.
Wow, that's a full basket.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
And it just, makes Neil Patrick Harris seem all the more impressive.
Nice.
So
he is pretty impressive.
He put on makeup and did a fake interview and a fake audition with The Voice.
Good for him.
Yeah. And it's just a lot. It's like so many different shows in one. And he competed against Reese Witherspoon in this little death-defying stunt thing.
Nice.
Yeah, it was all very strange.
Okay.
So did that. Watched American Sniper finally. I'd never seen it before.
What'd you think?
It's a decent movie.
Yeah,
it's all right. I mean, that guy killed a lot of people.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
He was very good at his job.
Yeah, that's some serious business with the sniping.
Hmm.
Yeah. I got around to watching Blunt Talk.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
It's not good.
No?
It has potential, but if they don't shape it up, it's not going to last past the season.
I really expected to enjoy it more than I did. And I watched 2 episodes, and I just don't think that I could
Stomach a third?
watch anymore. Yeah, I don't think I can do it, which is terrible because I love Patrick Stewart.
I think
Love him.
Yeah, it needs work. It has funny moments, and I can see what they're going for, but I'm almost wondering if they're kind of wandering into the same problems that Backstrom ran into with Rainn Wilson, where they went with, the curmudgeon character is really popular right now, but we're not going to actually back it up with reasonable story or good writing.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Must have been.
In searching for that, I did find something that I did thoroughly enjoy, which apparently episode 3 of Lip Sync Battle.
Okay.
Which I talked about before, was
Yes.
just not fun.
Yeah.
Episode 3 had Anne Hathaway and Emily Blunt on it competing against each other, and that was pretty great.
Whichever one, I think I've only seen one episode, and I believe it was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson
It was like that was 1 or 2.
versus Jimmy Fallon.
It would have been the first one. Then.
Yeah, that was entertaining.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
something I
I
wanted to buy into on a regular basis, but
Right.
it was funny.
But this is definitely worth watching, because Anne Hathaway does a cover of Wrecking Ball, and at one point she's actually riding a wrecking ball, and the camera catches her like extending back her arm and giving Emily Blunt the finger.
Nice. Nice.
I mean, it's funny.
Stay classy, yeah.
Those two together, it was pretty enjoyable.
Excellent.
Because they're friends, and you know, it's always better when you're doing stuff like that with your friends.
Yeah.
Ray Donovan, keeping up with that, continues to be good this season. I watched the series finale of Key and Peele.
Yes.
That was interesting how they ended it. Okay. So I won't spoil that.
La, 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 la.
Fear the Walking Dead, I watched an episode of that, episode 3, because they took a 2-week break, which was weird. The first 2 episodes of this season and series, and then had to take 2 weeks off and come back. They're probably try to extend it out where this one ends the week before the series proper comes back. I may...
Why not just...
Yeah. Or what did I get you there? Yeah. Because I think this season is like episodes. It's been pretty interesting to see the breakdown of society, but it's something you did not see in the Walking Dead proper. I don't... Yeah. And I watched the season finale of Scream. So the reveal of the killer, and I guess kind of the lead into next season.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. And then Kristen binge watches a lot of things. We'll watch 5 or 6 or 10 episodes in a row of a half series. So watched a little bit of New Girl news there, which I saw after I did the news segment on here. Megan Fox is going to join the cast for multiple episodes.
Okay.
She's getting work.
It's good that she's getting work. Yeah. And then Don't Trust the Bitch in Apartment 23 with Kristen Ritter. And that's actually pretty funny. Okay. I thought it would be terrible, and it's not terrible. It's actually kind of funny. And then she also watches Archer, which I'm always down to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's it for my my watching this week. Only got the one movie in. Last week was a pretty movie heavy week for me, but I got 3.
Ooh.
Yeah. But that's it. Let's move into what you playing, Erin.
So we already discussed delving into a little New Vegas and still playing some Quiz Up.
Get it.
Yep.
Wilhelm.
Yeah.
Let's see. This week, very little ESO. I haven't played since the great patch of 2015 dropped that has reset all of my character points.
Sorry to do this to you, folks. I am signing off.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
So yeah, a little ESO. A little Destiny. Taken King. Haven't even gotten into the Taken King campaign yet, but I did pay for it. I am enjoying the changes.
You paid the $40,
huh? I paid a lot for a muffler.
Man. I cannot complain enough about that situation.
It was annoying, but yeah, I took the bait. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens. I still enjoy Destiny. I was grateful for the 3-month break. And they're doing some new interesting things. So
yeah,
I will get my money's worth out of it, I am sure. And I know other people outside of our immediate circle that still play. So.
Okay, super cool.
Yeah, how about you?
I played some ESO. I have not paid for that extra content. I probably won't.
Yeah, I never will.
Yeah, it's Cyrodiil basically.
Yeah,
and I think it's mostly PvP.
Yeah, which I don't
type stuff. I
do PvP. And
yeah, I'm not.
So,
although all the video I've seen on it makes it look really fun. I probably won't ever do it.
Yeah, I just don't have time.
Yeah, the castle,
castle warfare.
the sieging.
Yep.
Yeah, that's.
I can't
awesome.
even finish the majority of the quests for one Covenant, let alone considering going to do PvP. So,
yeah, it was kind of funny. I went back in after the
great patch of
update.
2015.
Yeah, and complete respec. And I started making my character, and I was very wise not to use all my points because I found that I could not kill things anymore.
after I respect my character and put points into different things and had my my abilities done differently, and I very quickly had to put points back into the things that I was used to playing as, because I had done it right the first time, apparently, as far as damage dealing and healing.
Yeah, and see, that's my concern is that prior to the respec, I was sitting on a bank of 22 skill points.
Oh.
22 skill points that
so
I
you
needed to assign.
Oh, well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So you were obviously happy with your character as it was.
Fantastic build. It was point, click, and kill. It was sorcerer with all the data summons. And I didn't have to.
Okay. Well, at least you know basically what you need to do.
No, maybe I can max out.
I was the healer class, and things went.
You gotta work with it.
Yeah. There's a very delicate balance to be struck there.
True.
I played some Destiny 2.0. I have not paid for the Taken King. I'm still being obstinate about it. They will never miss my money.
No.
But I'm little annoyed with that whole thing. Having to pay so much for a little DLC. Have to pay.
It's not a little. I will give them that. It's not a little DLC. It's you got to figure it's basically an additional character class for each of the 3 characters, plus all the new exotics, plus all this. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but I got a lot of that as part of Destiny 2.0.
Yeah.
Like I got a. I don't know. It's tough because
never got to do.
Yeah, paid $60 for the original game.
I don't know why I'm trying to justify it.
And
we all know what $40 is.
Yeah, and $30 for the season pass, which does not include this.
Correct.
So that puts me at $100. If I paid for Taken King, that's $130 for something a new player can walk into GameStop and get for $60. I'm paying more than double what.
Yeah, see, I didn't even consider that. Thank you. Because now I'm going to have to go.
Destiny: The Taken King is available with all the previous DLC for $60, $59.99 at any retail store.
All right, thank you. Yes, no, I appreciate that. I was doing so well managing my blood pressure today.
Lo siento, güey.
I am you.
Yeah. So anyway,
all right, fine. So you're angry about it. Now I'm angry about it. And
if it makes you feel better, I'm probably going to also spend that extra $40. Even though I don't play Destiny a lot, I probably will still spend it. But my next thing may prevent that.
Fallout 4, I'll stop playing anything else. So it's
right,
but I'll have to spend $400 for another Xbox One because otherwise Erin and I will wind up divorced.
You don't want that.
Have to buy a new TV.
You know, it's really worth the $350.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Yeah,
I have to buy a new TV too.
Oh yeah, there is that. But there are some great deals out there right now. Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah.
I played the Forza 6 demo.
Yes, Forza 6. What'd you think?
And it was great.
No turning only to the left.
No, well, there was one because I unlocked an experience challenge, and it was the IndyCar, and it was at the Indianapolis track for the Indianapolis 500.
Sure,
and that is
to the left.
It is around an oval track, basically.
No,
but it's so cool, and it looks great, sounds great, all that stuff. Of course, it's the stuff you expect. But I was playing that Indy challenge.
Would you say it is shiny and chrome?
Yes, it is very much so. And I'm really glad that they don't damage your cars with the wrecking because I did some wrecking.
Yes.
But they do this thing where they're like they keep track of the leaderboards from your friends list, which is not new. But like oh, you've passed so and so. Your next target is so and so. And it's like to beat their track time.
Okay.
And so I thought that was a really neat thing that you can do, and that's on the separate race experiences, like the Indy track. But when you're playing the game proper, you're playing against the drivatars of
people on your friends list.
Okay, cool.
Who have played the Forza series games. So you're racing against cars that race like your friends.
So if you're a terrible driver,
yes,
hypothetically speaking,
you would be a terrible driver in somebody else's game.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, but their Drivatar system has advanced to the point where it can pretty accurately emulate your driving.
Okay.
So it's really neat. Cool. I have no reason to get a driving game, like zero reason.
Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking that the last driving game I even paid money for had to have been one of the Gran Turismos.
But at the same time,
years ago.
At the same time, I think at this point I'd be a lot more likely to buy Forza 6 than the next Call of Duty or the next Battlefield.
Yeah. I haven't paid for Call of Duty or...
I didn't buy the last two.
I bought Call of Duty Ghosts. That was the last one I bought for the Xbox One.
Yeah, I think that was the last one. It was a launch title, right?
Yep.
That was the last one I got too.
And I have not paid for Battlefield since Battlefield 3.
And I did buy Battlefield 4. Mm-hmm. But now I look at it like, well, Hardline was supposed to be really good, but then I've got Rainbow Six and
Rainbow Six Siege. And you've got The Division. You've got
I've got so many games of that type. I've got
those two haven't come out
for
yet,
Pete's sake. Yeah. Battlefront is coming out soon.
Yeah, Star Wars Battlefront right after.
I did pre-order that one because it looks amazing.
Yeah, but Fallout 4
and Fallout 4. Yeah,
I'm just saying Fallout 4 is all you need.
Oh my gosh, so much Tomb Raider. Anyway, I was going to tell you because I found this out the hard way. I thought that I had purchased Castle Crashers on the 360. I had not, but I know you did.
Yes.
Which means that you are entitled to a free copy of the remaster that just come out on Xbox One.
I will look for it.
Yeah, but it's a limited time, so get to it.
I will look for it tonight.
Yeah, I think it's done on the 28th of this month. You would not be able to get your free copy anymore.
Then I will look for it as soon as we hang up.
I could have sworn that I purchased Castle Crashers, but I may have only played the demo multiple times.
I see.
So
I would like more people to play Castle Crashers with because I never finished it.
Yes. Well, maybe I will pick up the remaster for Xbox One since I apparently slacked on buying it the first time. Because I thought we all had it. I thought me, you, Jordan, and Sam had it. Because I thought we played together.
I thought... no, I never played Castle Crashers with anybody other than Erin.
Okay. All right. So anyway,
that's me.
There we go. So that's about it. I think that's a show. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. Did you have anything else you want to talk about before?
Hey, so that movie that we were talking about the witch in New England is, and I'm sad to admit this, but it's called The Witch.
Okay.
It's a stretch. I don't know how I forgot the title. But apparently it was a Sundance fan favorite, and it looks scary as hell. So check it out. It's due to hit limited release theaters 2016.
She turned me into a newt.
I got better. And on that note, I think we'll call it quits.
All right.
So, hey, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Tell your friends, tell your neighbor's dog, tell your dog. Like us, love us, follow us, do all that fun social media stuff. This has been episode 343 in the wraps. Cheers.
Okay, bye.